Okay. Hi. Please state your name, your age, and your occupation.
Hi, my name is Rachel Liu. I am 19 years old. I'm currently a full-time student at Sacramento City College, and I am a part-time intern at SMUD.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Um, Thank you for agreeing to this interview as a part of my history class at Sacramento City College. As a part of this class, you're acting as working historians by doing this interview. Our goal is to create a record of the COVID era because we know this will be seen as a historic moment in the future. I have a few questions for you. Let's begin. Okay. So, my first question is, um, did you experience a transition from in person to online during COVID? If so, how did that affect your ability to learn?
Yeah, so I was a senior in high school when the pandemic really started and when everything started to shut down. So I moved from in-person instructions to basically learning from Zoom and Google Classroom. And can you ask the question again?
Oh, I just saw my camera. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Um, I just put the questions in the chat box.
Okay.
Um, how did
How did
transitioning
it
to
affect my
online?
ability to learn?
Yeah.
I didn't really care about retaining the information I was learning when I was learning on Zoom and Google Classroom. I just wanted to get the work done with because I'd say I'm an in-person learner or a hands-on learner. So learning online didn't really do me justice.
Yeah, I can relate. Um, for my second question, did COVID change the way you connected with friends, family, classmates, and your community?
I feel like COVID definitely changed the way that I perceive different people. Friends wise, like I feel like I was able to connect with them more because with an online platform like Discord or like playing video games or connecting through homework when you're taking online classes. With family, I have a lot of family in the Bay Area, and I didn't really talk to them as much before because everyone was all busy. But now I feel like I talk to them more because of COVID and, just making sure everyone's doing all right and stuff. But trying to connect with classmates in the community, that's pretty hard because you're trying to connect with basically strangers. And I consider myself an extrovert, but it's hard to tell how someone feels about you because you know how you can't see their body language or their facial expressions. So you don't know if they're catching your vibe or not, or if they want to talk to you or not.
Okay. For my third question, uh, how did going through COVID change the way you think about the future?
COVID made me think about how, expect the unexpected. Nobody was expecting a pandemic. Um, but it made me establish like a good plan and like a plan B and a plan C as well. So if my current plan doesn't work out, I can go with plan B. Like me going to community college, that was not my plan A. So it made me go to my plan B, which is not bad.
Hmm. Um, I have a question, but it's in regards to the previous question before this. Do you
Hmm.
think that COVID in any way made some of your relationships fade?
Yeah, most definitely. I would say I lost a lot. I lost a lot of friends, not because we're not on bad terms. It's just that we naturally drifted away. But throughout this COVID experience, I definitely say I gained a lot more friends out of it too. It made
Mm.
it made up the losses that I had.
Oh, nice. Do you think that you, or do you think that your relationships could have faded away because you guys weren't in a setting where you're forced to talk to each other, like school?
Correct. Yeah. Like in high school, there were some friends that I would hang out with during lunch because I didn't have classes with them. But in an online setting, there's no lunch, so you don't really get to talk to them.
Okay. Uh, my fourth question is, how did going through COVID change your routine on a daily basis?
In college right now, I'm taking all asynchronous classes. I really get to control like when I want to do this, when I want to do this, when I want to do that, what time I want to do this, what time I do that. Like my sleep schedule is really messed up. I could wake up at 6 a.m. one day or 1 p.m. the next day. I, but it, n- that's the only bad part. But in the good part, like it's pretty flexible. I can go to the gym whenever, go to work whenever, go to school whenever, and it made me a more flexible person and more of a time management person to work out all this stuff.
Oh, I think that's a really good way of looking at it. Um, my fifth question is, what was the toughest thing during COVID for you?
When COVID affected my household, my mom got COVID December 20, 2020, December 2020. And that had a big effect on her and everyone in my house, like our mental and our physical, because we were all worried about her and stuff. And currently right now, it's just like being anxious about everything. Like I feel like I'm walking on eggshells or like and all that stuff because people are getting COVID left and right. And I feel like the mask lifting and like everyone going like back to normal, it's kind of like I don't know, it makes me anxious. I feel like yeah, it's just making me a really more anxious person. It really affected my mental health.
Do you think that everything is happening too soon? Like the
Yeah,
mask
most
mandate
definitely.
and everything?
I feel like people are getting a little too comfortable.
Mm,
Yeah.
I agree, since it has also personally affected me and
Sorry,
my
Miss
entire
Girl.
family. Oh, I had a question I wanted to ask, but I just forgot it. Um, my final question is, did your crew, the people that you spend time with in person or through media, change because of COVID?
Yes. The clique that I was hanging out with in high school, I still hang out with them, like here and there. But me and another person that was in that clique have moved on to a different group that we met online, or we hang out online, but we knew them, or I knew them from high school, and they're pretty cool. And yes, my crew did change because of COVID.
Do you feel like your crew changed for the better?
Mm, I feel like I feel like the crew that I'm in right now, they give me different opinions compared to the crew that I was in before, and they couldn't give me those answers.
Interesting. So, do you think if it weren't for COVID, would you be hanging out with these people right now or no?
No.
Not at all?
Mm, Probably like here and there, but no. Maybe if I like run into them at like the store, but like I wouldn't be like hanging out with them like once or twice a week or be online with them. No.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. Um, I think that concludes my interview. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and your time. I'm going to end this interview in just a moment. This project for my history class is part of a collaboration with Stanford University in their Life in Quarantine Global Archive. If you approve, our interview will be housed online, so we would be online content creators. If you do not want this interview shared, it will only go to my professor, Holly Piscopo from Sacramento City College, and a Stanford Fellow this year. If you'd like to ask questions, I can give you her contact information. Um, are you comfortable with this being online?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you again. And yeah, thank you, Rachel.
Yeah, thank you.